Hi guys, Steven Zamuzakis here with 1-800 Construction Incorporated and real estate agent with Remax Dreams here in Saraville, New Jersey. I wanted to talk to you for a little bit about FHA, the 203K Renovation Loan Program. It is an amazing program. As a contractor, I've done many of these for my clients. I am a qualified 203K contractor. And as a real estate agent, I've had a lot of clients that we've bought a property and we've done the 203K program. What the 203K renovation program is, it's actually pretty cool. You get to get a property that you couldn't otherwise buy. There's many different ways to do this, but you can buy a property that say is doesn't have a CO or that needs some work. So what this does is it allows us mortgage lenders to lend a person money to buy the house and then extra money to do the renovations that are required to get done to the property. And that could be something as, updating the kitchen, sanding the hardwood floors, painting it, replacing some windows. It could even be an addition, okay? We can add a lot of stuff. So there's a minimum requirement to borrow. You got to borrow at least $5,000. And there's a maximum of about 110% of what the value is going to be after construction, which is pretty cool. So you can actually get a little extra in the, in value in there. So, a lot of times you're going to see a property that may be missing, water heaters and, heat elements, ways to heat and cool the house. At least heat. Might have some broken windows and stuff like that. In a conventional loan, they will not allow you to purchase these properties because properties need to be in a good condition when you purchase them. So the renovation loan will actually allow you to buy the house and get funding to fix this. So when you close on the property, your contractor is getting a check or he's starting work that day practically, pulling permits. Everything is completely legal. And you're getting your dream house. You're actually going to kind of get to custom make it. So it's really, really cool that you get to do that. So, again, these are guaranteed by the FHA. Which is actually less risk for lenders. So this is actually a favorite to a lot of people here, and a lot of people don't know how to use them properly, including mortgage brokers, real estate agents, contractors as well. It's an amazing program, and it makes it a little bit easier to get approval. So what properties qualify? So 1 to 4 family homes will qualify for a 203K program. Even a house that's been torn down completely, and if it has, partial or full footings, foundation still sitting there, even that much gone, you can still buy that and get money and pay to have a new house built on top of the existing foundation. Now, let me just back up a little bit and explain that when these programs, you're not getting two mortgages here. It's all one. It's all wrapped into one. So you're signing at the closing, and you're paying. What you're paying right then. That's going to cover your mortgage, your monthly payments, and it's going to cover your your construction cost, okay? And everything's included. It's all done. I can explain that a little bit in another video possibly. But, all right, so even if you wanted to move a house from one location to another, that's another, qualified property for doing the renovation loan. So there's a couple of pros and cons to these systems. You need to buy it. The pros are you're going to be able to buy a house that is in need of a repair that normally lenders won't approve, on a conventional loan system, kind of like I mentioned a minute ago. So the cons are actually not as bad as they are. And this is where you really want to work with pros like me and my colleagues, in the mortgage department, who are familiar with, and we do this on a daily basis. It makes life very easy for you. So the cons, so to speak, are really going to be that there's a couple of extra steps in the system. You're going to need a independent, let's say a HUD consultant or somebody that you're going to have to hire, that they're going to come in and they're going to kind of go through the house based on a FHA and HUD guidelines to let you know what it may need. Chip paint, broken glass, things like that are required to get repaired. These guys are authorized to say, so to speak, what needs to get done, and they put that on paper. Now, that's a great list for us contractors to know, what the basic requirements are, and then for contractors, from a contractor's perspective we have then what the client's wants are, right? You might not need to strip your floors or paint the house, but you might want that. So, it's a lot easier, for $5,000 or $10,000 to pay that off monthly in your mortgage than to dish all that money out right now. So this is a really cool program. Again, another con, you got to get a couple of contractors' estimates. So there's an extra step. Your HUD comes in, the contractor comes in, you work with them, you get estimates, a lot of processes with the bank and everything, and it's really not that long, especially when you work with somebody that's a professional like myself. We actually put everything in one file and send it over, and we really, we nail what the banks are going to require, the licenses, the lead certifications, workers' comps, insurance. So we get that all done right away, and that's less time for the bank to call back and say, hey, Mr. Z, we need something else from you, and other contractors. It can be a challenge for somebody who's never dealt with this before, excuse me. And not all contractors are going to get approved. You actually need contractors that, are, have a good business credit, don't have any liens or judgments against them. Also, some of the projects, anything above a streamline, so anything above $35,000, contractors are required to put their money out, and then we bill. Right? Anything under that, we can take a deposit initially. But so it's very hard when you're doing, a $200,000 addition, and the bank says, "Great, get started." And for a typical contractor, and they don't have accounts set up with people where we can pay like 30 and 55-day terms or something like that. So you really need to work with somebody. That has the experience working with these programs. So I'd love to discuss more, but I think we're about 7 minutes right now. Initially, I want to do a little 90-minute video and get started here. So all I can say is give me a call if you have any questions. My phone number is 732-322-4281. You can call me, text me directly. Real estate agents, clients out there, anybody who's interested in knowing a little bit more about this program. I have amazing mortgage brokers that I work with on a daily basis, so we can get them. You can have a little meeting with them. We can go out for some coffee, and we can talk about the program. And you're actually going to be surprised. Most people are a little nervous about doing something like this, but we can turn a house that really does not look good into gold. So, all right. And you can visit me on the website at 1-800-CONSTRUCTION-INC, INC, like incorporated, so 1-800-CONSTRUCTIONINC.com, and also for real estate at njpropertyfinder.com. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you very much. Have a good day.